Good morning, friends. I am Sushma Puri, author and founder of the Human Dharma, the right human way of living that helps one live a good life and enrich the whole. The Human Dharma is a book and a US based non profit religious organization. My book, The Human Dharma, is available on Amazon.com. In continuity to my last book reading video, today I will read part of chapter 12, The Human Dharma Way of Living. The Human Dharma Way of Living is a value-oriented life with short-term goals and daily objectives of a rich, healthy, happy, and meaningful life. As the truth of Om dawned upon me, so too did the human dharma way of living. Both Om and the human dharma way of living are highly abstract, compact truths containing the gist of derivatives from my thorough analysis of what is a human and what is human life and certain core issues of human life, namely death, soul, God, and truth, as discussed in part 1 of this book. Death is the end of a human's one lifetime and a transition into another life. By this definition of death, brings forth the importance of a human's life on this earth, how she lives her life, her lifelong karmas, and her achievements in her life. A human at her death leaves an edifice behind. This edifice is a construct containing also that human's lifetime's achievements in certain realms of human life, like money in the form of her houses, properties, and bank balance, etc. A loving family of a lifelong spouse and well-raised children and work, some significant contribution in a certain field of human labor. This edifice is a construct that a human builds by her lifelong karmas, by working every day in all these fields. These pearls of achievements exhibit a human's lifelong values of money, family, child, and work, in which she invested years of labor. A human creates this edifice during her lifetime by her everyday karmas, lives in it, rejoices in her existence, and leaves this edifice to the whole at the time of her death. A human creates and maintains this edifice, the construct of her lifetime's achievements, by her everyday karmas. Each day, each new day is a brick that a human places in the construction of this edifice in her life. It is by working every day that a human earns and saves money. It is by devoting certain parts of every day to her family that a human maintains her loving family of a lifelong spouse, well-raised children, and other family relations. And it is again by working every day that a human builds some significant achievements in certain fields of labor, like a book, some great scientific discovery, a marvelous dam or a skyscraper, a series of some great symphonies, songs, etc. Therein lies the importance of every day in a human's life, how she plans it, how she spends it, what karmas she does during the day. The above brings up the importance of every day in a human's life, as well as the importance of five eternal human values of family, education, work, marriage and child, through which a human not only lives a good life herself, but also enriches her whole. In my earlier analysis of what is human life, there had emerged five eternal human lifelong values. These are family, education, work, marriage, and child. Therein we saw how a human needs them from her birth until her death. We saw how a human is born as the most helpless infant who needs constant love and care of her family in order to survive and live well. We saw how education strengthens and enriches a developing human's mind and distinguishes her from an ape. We saw how an adult human needs to work in order to earn money and to contribute the best of her talent, education, and skill to her society. We saw how a human needs to marry to fulfill her daily needs of SSCC, support, sex, companionship, and children. And we saw how marriage has to be a sacred tie between a woman and a man that brings forth their child, and how marriage is a cradle in which a child is born and reared, and how marriage is the very founding stone of a family. And we saw how a child is the genetic product of a married couple, a woman wife and a man husband, and how the child is a carrier of her parents' genes and the best of their moral and life values. In tracing the history of humanity, we saw how these five values, family, education, work, marriage, and child, are eternal human values. They originated with the inception of the human civilization, built the human civilization, and have remained with us till date, and how these five values are closely interlinked to a human's survival and her needs. Till there is a human left on this earth, these values will prevail. A human not only needs these values, but it is these very values that give direction, purpose, and meaning to a human's life on this earth. Thank you, friends. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please like it and subscribe if you did. Also, please share it. That will help me in spreading good teachings of the Human Dharma to all. Your comments and questions are welcome. Please join us on Facebook and Twitter. See you soon for my next video. Have a great day.